How can a single geopolitical conflict shake the very foundations of global stability? This question looms large as we trace the origins of the Ukraine crisis back to 2014. It was then that the world was jolted by Russia's annexation of Crimea, a move that not only breached international law but also set off a chain of events reverberating far beyond its borders. The immediate aftermath saw a flurry of international condemnation and a series of sanctions aimed at Moscow, which only deepened the divide between Russia and the West. Ukraine found itself in the epicenter of a new and dangerous geopolitical landscape, with its sovereignty compromised and its future uncertain. As the world watched, a regional conflict began to redraw international lines. With every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, especially in international politics. As the year 2022 unfolded, the conflict between Ukraine and Russia intensified, marked by significant military engagements and strategic maneuvers. The geopolitical chessboard saw aggressive moves, including Russia's persistent offenses and Ukraine's fortified defenses, which reverberated across the globe. The repercussions were immediate and far-reaching. Europe, heavily reliant on Russian energy, faced unprecedented disruptions in gas supplies, leading to soaring energy prices. This energy crisis rippled through economies, pushing inflation rates higher and straining household budgets worldwide. Meanwhile, global commodity markets reacted sharply. Prices for wheat, oil, and natural gas spiked, affecting nations from Asia to the Americas. The economic tremors were so severe that the Institute of International Finance projected that global growth could slump to levels reminiscent of 2009, forecasting a potential global recession. As stock markets wobbled under the uncertainty, the economic outlook darkened. Analysts pointed to prolonged conflict and its cascading effects on trade, investment, and growth, highlighting an uncomfortable truth. The consequences of this war extend far beyond the immediate regions involved. The ripples of the conflict reached far beyond the immediate battlefield, affecting economies and lives worldwide. Even the stars aren't beyond the reach of earthly conflicts. The ripple effects of the Ukraine crisis have extended far into the cosmos, prompting the European Space Agency to sever its ties with Russia. Facing sanctions and the cessation of cooperative projects like the Roscosmos partnership, the ESA turned to SpaceX for crucial rocket launches. This pivot highlights a significant shift in the landscape of international space agencies, now realigning their alliances and resources. It has resulted in delays and reconfigurations of ambitious plans, including the postponed joint Mars exploration mission, initially set for the near future. This shift not only marks a setback in international space collaboration but also underscores the far-reaching impact of geopolitical tensions. In the heart of turmoil, personal stories of resilience emerge. Ilya Ponomarenko stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of the Ukrainian people. Amid the chaos of war, this Ukrainian war reporter made a bold decision not to flee his homeland despite the clear and present dangers. Stationed on the front lines, Ponomarenko's daily reality involves the roar of artillery and the grim scenes of conflict. Yet his resolve remains unshaken. Ponomarenko's commitment is driven by a profound sense of duty, to convey the truth of war's harshness, and to stand in solidarity with his fellow Ukrainians. His reports do not merely chronicle events, they capture the human spirit fighting against overwhelming odds. From the ruins of Bucha, where each bullet-scarred wall tells a tale of sorrow and survival, Ponomarenko broadcasts stories of courage and unity. These narratives resonate far beyond the battlefield, inspiring those who hear them to reflect on the power of standing firm in one's beliefs. The spirit of defiance and resilience becomes a beacon of hope for many amidst the devastation. As the battle drums continue to echo, the quest for resolution remains complex. Amidst this turmoil, diplomats from around the world are tirelessly weaving through a labyrinth of negotiations. The key players on this global stage include not only Ukraine and Russia, but also a cadre of Western nations and international bodies like the United Nations and the European Union, each pushing their agendas and seeking leverage. The diverging interests are stark. Western powers advocating for democracy and territorial integrity face off against a resolute Russia, driven by Vladimir Putin's vision of restoring a sphere of influence reminiscent of the Soviet era. This clash of ambitions complicates the dialogue, making the path to peace not just a matter of ceasefire but a complex puzzle of political, territorial, and economic negotiations. Reflecting on Putin's objectives, it's clear that his strategic maneuvers are not just about territorial expansion, but also about asserting Russia's prowess and influence on the global stage. This stance presents significant challenges in negotiations, as it requires balancing stern resistance with the need for diplomatic engagement. The road to peace is fraught with obstacles, each requiring careful negotiation and unwavering commitment. The Ukraine crisis, a testament to the complexities of modern geopolitics. From the initial sparks of conflict to the reverberating global impacts, this crisis has unfolded as a stark illustration of the intertwined fates of nations in the 21st century. The escalation has not only affected the geopolitical landscape but has also influenced sectors like space exploration, highlighting the far-reaching consequences of international tensions. Voices from the front lines remind us of the human cost and the unwavering spirit of those directly affected. As the international community grapples with these challenges, the importance of sustained attention and support to navigate towards peace cannot be overstated. As the world watches and waits, the resolution of this crisis remains a pivotal chapter in the story of international relations.